Welcome to Ganitika.com. This is a website for mathematics lovers, learners, and leaders. Today, let's see how to solve quadratic inequalities. First, let's consider the equation y is equal to x square minus x minus 2. First, we have to solve x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. If you know how to solve, you can proceed with this video. If you do not know how to solve this, please follow the link given in the description below and learn how to solve quadratic equations first and then come back to this video, because this is a requirement for solving inequalities. So once you solve this equation, you get the roots as x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 2. Now make a number line. Mark these 2 points on the number line, minus 1 and 2. Once you mark this, now we are going to draw something called sign diagram on this number line. For that, we are going to choose 3 numbers. The first number we are going to choose is something to the left of minus 1, other number between minus 1 and 2, and the third number after 2. For the first number, let's choose minus 2 as x and substitute that into the equation and find its value. In this case, substituting minus 2 into the equation x square minus x minus 2, we are getting the value of the equation to be 6, and note the sign of this value, which is positive. Now let's choose 0 as a number between minus 1 and 2 and substitute in the equation. The value we are getting is negative 2, which is a negative number. Therefore, the sign of this number is less than 0. Now choose x is equal to 3 for the number after 2, in which case we are getting the value of the equation to be 3, which is positive. Considering any number less than minus 1, the value of the equation is going to be positive. Considering any number between minus 1 and 2, the value of the equation is going to be negative, and any number beyond 2 is going to give the value of the equation as a positive value, as seen by these 3 randomly chosen numbers. So this is the sign diagram. For this equation x square minus x minus 2, the value of the equation is going to be positive at the 2 ends of the number line, which is less than minus 1 and more than 2, and between minus 1 and 2, the value of the equation is going to be negative. So you can split the number line into 3 parts, positive, negative, and positive. In this case, there are 2 positive areas and 1 negative area. The negative area is in between the roots and positive area are on the either side of the root. So these 2 sides of the roots give you positive value of the equation, whereas this area gives you the negative value of the equation. And the x values in these areas are going to give you the solution for the positive inequality. Therefore, the solution in this place is minus infinity to minus 1, and the solution in this area is 2 to infinity. And in this middle range, which is minus 1 to 2, the value of the equation is going to be negative. And at these 2 points, the value of the equation is equal to 0, and which is given by the values of the roots. X is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 2. So at these 2 points, x is equal to minus 1 and 2, the value of the equation is 0, and at the other 3 parts that is shown, the value of the equation is either positive or negative accordingly. Let's summarize what we just did now. The inequality is x square minus x minus 2 less than 0 would give you the solution minus infinity to minus 1 and 2 to infinity. Whereas x square minus x minus 2 positive, the solution for this inequality is all the x values between minus 1 and 2. But when it is equation x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0, the solutions are x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 2. There are only 2 solutions in this case, whereas in the 2 inequality cases, we have a set of solutions, minus infinity to minus 1, all the numbers from minus infinity to minus 1, and all the numbers from 2 to infinity will give you the less than 0 inequality, and all the numbers between minus 1 and 2 will give you the solution for greater than 0 inequality. Whereas if we have the inequality like this, x square minus x minus 2 is less than or equal to 0, which means it is both less than and equal to 0. So we have to combine both the answers, minus infinity less than x but less than or equal to minus 1. In this case, we are including the minus 1 also into the solution, because equal to 0 is also given in the inequality. And 2 is also going to be included in the solution. Therefore, 2 less than or equal to x less than infinity. Notice that equal sign is not used for minus infinity and infinity. So, equal to sign can be used only for finite numbers and not for infinities. So the solution set for x square minus x minus 2 less than or equal to 0 is minus infinity to minus 1 including minus 1 and 2 to infinity including 2. When the inequality is greater than or equal to 0, then the solution set will be minus 1 to 2 including both minus 1 and 2. And therefore the solution is given as minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. So the roots are included in the solution depending upon the inequality given in the question. Next, let's see if we can do this with graphs. If you have knowledge of drawing graphs of quadratic equation, you can use this second method. Once you graph this equation x square minus x minus 2, mark these roots on the axis. So the x-axis is going to act like the number line we just did. So this is method 2. This is only for those who know how to graph quadratic equations. Once you mark the roots on the x-axis, you can consider that this part of the equation has negative y values, which is x square minus x minus 2 is less than 0, and there are two parts of the graph which gives you positive y values, and these 2 points give you the solutions for x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now we have the 3 parts that we did on the number line before. So the extreme 2 parts give you positive y values and the middle part give you negative y values. So considering these 2 parts, which is going to be the solution for x square minus x minus 2 greater than 0, the solutions are minus infinity to minus 1. Depending upon the question, you will use the inequality with equality sign or not. And the second solution set is 2 less than or equal to x less than infinity. And the values in between negative 1 to 2 is the solution for x square minus x minus 2 less than or equal to 0 or less than 0 according to the question. So this is how you use graphical method to solve quadratic inequalities. Let's take another example. Minus x square plus x plus y equal to y. As usual, let's solve the equation minus x square plus x plus 2 equal to 0. The solutions are negative 1 and 2. Let's first do with the graphical method. Sketch the graph of this equation minus x square plus x plus 2 and mark the roots of the equation on the x-axis. Now you have the x-axis as your number line and check for where it is positive and where it is negative. Obviously, these 2 points are the roots. And this part gives you the positive values of y, which means minus 1 to 2 is the solution set for minus x square plus x plus 2 greater than 0, whereas this part is minus x square plus x plus 2 less than 0, and the solutions are on the either sides of the roots, which is minus infinity to minus 1 and 2 to infinity. So there are 2 inequalities being solved in this case. One is greater than 0 inequality, for which the solution is between minus 1 and 2. The other one is less than 0 inequality, which is in the 2 ranges minus infinity to minus 1 and 2 to infinity. Let's do the same question analytically without using the graph. Let's solve the equation minus 1 and 2 and let's make the number line, mark the points as before. And now we have to do the sign diagram. So for sign diagram, we have to choose 3 points. Let's choose x is equal to minus 2 before minus 1 and x is equal to 0 between minus 1 and 2, x is equal to 3 after 2. And substituting these values into the equation, we are getting these 3 values. Minus 2 is going to give me my negative value, 0 is going to give positive value, and 3 is going to give me negative values. Therefore, the sign diagram looks like this. Once you have the sign diagram, split the number line into 3 parts. And accordingly, you can give the solution for the inequalities as per the question. So in this range, the inequality is less than 0 and the solution is minus infinity to minus 1 and 2 to infinity. Whereas in between, the solution is for minus x square plus x plus 2 greater than 0 and the solution is negative 1 to 2. Depending upon the question, if the question has the equality sign, you will use the equality sign in the solution set as well. So let's generalize this. If you have a quadratic inequality ax square plus bx plus c greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0 as per the question, but whatever the inequality is given, you have to first solve the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And let's say the roots are x1 and x2. The next step is to draw the number line and mark these 2 points x1 and x2 as we did for minus 1 and 2 in the previous cases. Once you mark these 2 points, choose 3 numbers p, q, r such that p is less than x1 and q is in between x1 and x2 and r is after x2. Once you choose these 3 points, substitute these 3 points into the equation and look for the signs for each case. Let's say P gives you positive value and Q gives you negative value and R gives you positive, and then you will put the signs accordingly on the number line like this, and then you will split the number line into 3 parts. In each part, you give the solution as negative x to x1, x2 to infinity, and x1 to x2. These are the 3 separate parts of the number line that we have. According to the sign that you have put on the number line, you will be getting the solutions for the inequality asked in the question. So in this case, ax square plus bx plus c is greater than or equal to 0. We'll have a solution on either side of x1 and x2. Negative infinity to x1, x2 to infinity, x1 and x2 inclusive because equal to sign is there in the question. Using the graphical method, you will do everything as per the same method as before until you draw the number line. Once you draw the number line, you look for the value of a, whether it is positive or negative. A is the leading coefficient of ax square plus bx plus c. If a is positive, the graph looks upward. If a is negative, the graph looks downwards. Then you can notice that in the first case, the positive is on the either side of the roots and negative is in between the roots. Whereas in this case, positive is in between the roots and negative is on either side of the roots. So basically, you have drawn the sign diagram using the graphical method here. Once you draw the sign diagram, you will split it into 3 parts and find the solutions in all these 3 parts, and the corresponding solution will be given as answer to the given inequality. Thanks for watching.